I think it's obvious right now, regardless of how this unfolds between Israel and Iran, that there is a definitive split amongst the political ranks, particularly on the MAGA side of politics, or just, the what you would call the new GOP, so to speak. But Jen, I would like for you to share with the audience kind of your prediction about how things are ultimately going to unfold, because we are obviously huge supporters, not just of Thomas Massie, but it has been brought to our attention that our conservative buddy, Clint Russell, is strongly, and I mean strongly, contemplating running for Congress in the GOP primary against Randy Fine in this next upcoming election cycle. And so that race, I think,
excites me.
Yeah, I mean, that race in a lot of ways, I think, will define what we consider to be the libertarian versus neocon split that has definitely come to the surface within the GOP. So how do you foresee this sort of odyssey happening right now as we get to Thomas Massie and what's going on?
Are you talking about like what I was saying to you earlier about like what I think in terms of any sort of Labor Party ever happening?
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds that that's going to happen? I don't know.
Well, I mean, this is my, and by no means do I have a horse in the race, the revolution, like the way in which it happens. I'm here for it. So, but what I'm saying is this is how I think it would go. The Democrats are essentially done. There's not enough elitists in this country. There's not enough people buying their bullshit anymore. And we don't need new Coke. And I've said that for a long time. So I think they're going to just sort of wither. I think they'll exist in California and places, but slowly but surely they'll go away. But I think that the rift in the GOP has potential for the libertarian, actual America First people that are labor, because at the end of the day, this is a class war, to pull away from the neocon, religious, Zio warmongers. And that is an opportunity for those of us that are actual like leftists and want to have, an anti-war, pro-labor party. I think that's our opportunity to like get in somewhere. And that's where we have an opportunity to have a Labor Party where it's never going to happen in the Democratic Party. It's never going to happen there. They are so far gone up their own asses in that party that most people in the country laugh at them. Like they're a joke.
And keep in mind, I think this is very important to point out. I want everyone here to understand this. I think Mamdani has an excellent chance to win tomorrow, but even if he does, Cuomo's camp has made it abundantly clear that he will run as an independent, just like Eric Adams in the general election. Now, granted, if he was running solo as an independent, because the gentleman who's the GOP candidate, I forget his name, he's run a few times already, he's not going to get that much of the vote share. But I think if Mamdani is the nominee, he would still be probably the favorite because of the fact that you would have the split between Cuomo and Adams at the same time.
Who's the Republican? Like, I don't know enough about
the. Like I said, I don't remember his name. He's if anybody in the chat, the name of the
who is likely, right? Who is the other?
It's already been established who the guy's going to be.
And is it so? But what I'm saying is those are the only parties that matter.
Yes, that's it. The Democratic establishment has proven time and again that they're not going to change. Like, that's not happening. And the reason they're supporting Cuomo, despite all of his obvious flaws and the fact that he's just a terrible guy, and frankly is, he should have been charged with manslaughter as far as I'm concerned. But he plays ball. He plays ball with the corporate infrastructure that is New York power politics. And Zohran, while he may do it to an extent, he's not going to do it the way that Cuomo's going to do it. That's not going to happen. And so even that slight change to the Curtis Salwa, thank you very much, Jean-Claude. Really appreciate it. So he's the Republican. He'll get, I don't know, 10, 15% of the vote or whatever it's going to be. And then the rest of it is obviously going to be split. But if Zohran wins, it's almost assured that Cuomo's going to get in the race. Now, I bring this up because we obviously don't have much faith in what's going to obviously happen with the Democratic Party. On the
Cuomo is so disgusting. Can we just at least just like not gloss over how absolutely disgusting he is? And this is what, like, I have said it like a lot. Like, if somebody's corrupt but they take care of their people,
think Mayor Daley in Chicago.
Right. Or Mario Cuomo. Okay. Like,
Heck, even Giuliani, when he was the mayor of New York, was very popular.
I'm
So
just, but he's gross. But no, I'm just saying
I didn't
it's
say he
like,
was.
I feel like, you know, Cuomo is just so disgusting and lechy. And it's just amazing to me that that people would vote for him. And who are those people? And why are there so many of them? He's so disgusting. Like, he left in disgrace. He should be in prison. He was a bully and an assaulter. I
Listen,
mean,
listen,
no.
I'm gonna be the new mayor of New York. I know you think it's a step down from the governor's
I
mansion.
think that, and I think that your dad would be ashamed of you, is what I think.
Listen, my
Sonny,
father,
pipe down, Sonny.
Dad, rest in peace.
At least you're not Fredo.
No,
that
I'm definitely
idiot.
not Fredo. I am definitely Sonny. I'm Sonny.
Oh, you're Sonny. And you know what happened to Sonny?
Yeah, it hasn't happened yet.
Stay in the car.
I ain't staying in no car this time. And I'm not going to let some, brownie progressive duty head, tell me what I'm going to do and not do with my power. So Cuomo's coming back. Do you know that Bloomberg gave me $10 million? $10 million.
I see. And that's the whole, you know who somebody is by who they affiliate with and who they support, and who, like, you really can tell a lot. And so anybody to me that would in any way be supported by Michael Bloomberg is automatically just it's a deal breaker right there.
I think one of the most disgusting, I think maybe the most disgusting aspect of this particular election, if you're only going based on what the initial exit poll numbers are showing over the past week, is that the black vote is breaking heavily for Cuomo. And who do you blame for that? Well, I'll tell you one person that I blame. I blame Al Sharpton, and the fact that guy still has some level of power within the New York political scene. I mean, I don't expect James Clyburn to move the needle that much.
Not there.
But somebody like Sharpton, who calls himself a reverend. Like, anybody who refers to him as a reverend that's a joke within itself.
I feel that I have limited capability to go too far in on Al Sharpton. So let me refer everybody to Sabby Sabs. There's a clip that she has out from a few days ago, maybe even a week ago, going all in on Al. So I'll say ditto to what she says.
I'm sorry, but you know what I think of when I see Al Sharpton? Al not Sharpton. He's not sharp at all. No, he has that giant head that reminds me of NBA Jam. If you remember when that game was popular and all the guys had the ginormous heads, he's like, it's a blowout. And that's
he used to be so obese, and so your skin gets stretched out. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Yeah, he looks a little like he's been deflated.
Yeah, I guess that's one way of looking at it. But I would definitely say that a lot of it is just old school politics. And let's not forget, you have Eric Adams in the race, who clearly has been doing nothing but probably bad mouthing Zohran forever, and wants to maintain some semblance of a shot of winning as an independent. So he's going to do what he has to do to get his corporate money. So he's going into all of the black neighborhoods himself and doing the exact same thing. Now, Zohran is doing very well with white voters, and he is doing unbelievably well with Asian voters. And the Asian
but when you say Asian,
it's all.
Okay.
All Asian votes. But anybody who knows New York City, especially in Queens, there is a very large Asian, especially Chinese population. So I would imagine that he has run a phenomenal race. And they are so petrified that he is going to win.
Good. That pleases me. See, that's one of those feel-good things for me. Yeah.
And hopefully they waste all this money. I mean, that probably more than anything else. And this is where it gets into this whole, what type of an impact, if any. And I think it's an appropriate transition, Jen, because there is this belief that somehow AOC and Bernie like really move the needle in this race. And I don't think that's the case. I'm not saying that they didn't help, but in terms of the political hubris, especially on AOC's part, since she is the most recognized politician in all of New York City.
Oh, you're wanting to transition to AOC?
Well, we're talking about Zohran. And so
Okay.
right now, when you're talking, and I don't want to get into the whole AOC thing when Norman is here. So
no.
So I figured it would make sense to just cover this now, because she has been displaying the type of behavior that a political opportunist displays. And it isn't just with Zohran. It's actually with Mahmoud Khalil as well.
So anyway, can I say, Nathaniel, if you're watching, this is where I need a graphic for a rage-o-meter to be like moving it, like coming on the screen in like, you know, some sort of animated fashion, because I'm like, just think, I know where you're going. And I'm so aggravated. I'm so enraged.
I would be too. And I think it's fair to say that, I mean, as I said, can Alex get out the vote? Yeah, I think she can. But I know you really wanted this. You sent me this Instagram clip of this lady who you said perfectly captures what you're thinking.
Yeah. Oh, you put that up? Yeah. No, I honestly, thank you. It almost like it sort of alleviates the pressure on me to say it. Like I can almost like, yeah.
Okay. So if you guys want to know,
perfect.
If you want to know what Jen's thinking, this is what Jen's thinking.
And the opportunisticness of AOC to jump on the scene when Mahmoud Khalil is getting released, as if she has done literally anything to support those who have advocated for Palestinian liberation. Weren't you on the side of Biden and Harris when they were actively engaging in this genocide? And now suddenly Trump is in a position of power and you've got a lot of opinions on the matter. You're standing by Mahmoud. We see you. You're a grifter and I hate you.
Whew. Ouch.
Ditto. Well, I see you. You're a grifter. I don't hate you because you're not worth hating, but I see you and you're a grifter.
She is working tirelessly for a ceasefire, Jen. Don't forget that one.
The fact that she said that all of it. I gave Alex grace for how many years? And enough is enough. Enough is enough. I want her to run for greater office so she can get her ass handed to her. That's what I want. I don't think she can win a statewide seat. If she wants to sit in that house or seat for the rest of her life, a la Nancy Pelosi, she can do that. She could probably get away with that, but that's it.
The biggest issue that I have with Alex is that she has, on good authority from what I know, thrown a lot of people under the bus. And to me, that is the type of thing in politics. That
we know those people.
Yeah. Like I've literally thrown people under the bus, including some elected officials, and we'll just leave it at that. So to say that she is very ambitious would be an understatement. The idea that she is going to show up at Mahmoud's release and essentially steal the spotlight from him. And it's not even about the spotlight. It's that two big differences between her and Bernie. First of all, even if Bernie were at that event, he would never, ever stand in the way of Mahmoud making his speech. He would stand in the background in solidarity just to show that he was there. The idea that she felt the need to get in front of the camera, even if she helped get him out, to me, it's bad form.
Well, here's the thing. It just shows that she's in it for her. It shows that for her, it's about her. Because in all reality, there was no need for her to even speak. He got released. What the hell did she need to even speak for? And you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when we ran in 20 and there was the event in Cooper City. Do you remember that? And they borrowed you. I don't know if you had moved here yet. There was that Black Lives Matter event in Cooper City. And
I don't think so then. Maybe not.
Okay. So the one where Debbie was there and she was wearing if we didn't stand for people, then who would stand up for us shirt? And I was wearing my abolished ICE. I was wearing my abolished ICE. But anyway, so we were at this thing and they borrowed my megaphone and she comes up to the woman who coordinated this, a woman in Cooper City. and said, "I'll speak if you would like me to." And then she walked off. And then I was talking to her and I'm like, that's kind of nerve. And they were like, yeah, that's nerve. So they didn't even let her speak. And then they thanked me out loud for allowing them to use the speaker. And that's when she walked off, like all like pissed off to her car. And I forget what it was that happened to us after that. But that was the first time that there was some sort of retribution. She had her like real first Marsha moment.
Well, we're going to save a little South Florida politics for when Mr. Finkelstein is here. I've got a little surprise.
Oh, no. Why? South Florida stuff with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he know that stuff?
He'll know what he needs to know. So this is the statement from Mahmoud Khalil, who we are obviously very thankful that he is now free. The fact that this is even a conversation should scare people.
I hope this is the part that I saw, because he says something that I want to sort of piggyback. But yeah, play this.
To this facility, your rights leave you behind. So once you enter there, you see a different reality, just a different reality about this country that supposedly champions human rights and liberty and justice. But once you cross literally that door, you see the opposite side of what actually happening on this country under just the eyes of everyone. But I will leave it here. Thank you so much, everyone. And again, like, I will be able to give more comments in New York, but thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, that was good. But I guess I didn't see this. I only saw the clip of him speaking before she stuck her big mug in the picture and started talking. And what he said was talking about that he's not scared of them and he's going to keep doing what he's doing. And this is just how it, like, he's just, yeah, he's a warrior.
He is. And for a lot of people, it takes a lot of courage and intestinal fortitude to go through what some of them go through. When you think about all that Julian Assange went through, I mean, they try to mentally, physically, and emotionally break you so that you will not challenge the system. And that's kind of what they're counting on right now, because we all are looking around saying to ourselves, how is the system going to maintain itself for much longer? It seems that it's kind of breaking at the seams, does it not?
Yeah, no, we have a problem.